Well, you know, the #1 question that we get on our Facebook page is about digital scrapbooking. And I'm here with Patty Debowski, who is the digital scrapbook teacher, and she's going to teach us how to put together a digital page. So Patty, tell me how it's done.
Well, I'm using a layered template here that can be used with any software that uses layered files, and I'm using Photoshop Elements. So I'm going to come up here. I've already opened these. I'm going to go to File and Open and find them, but they're already open. So next we're going to go to the organizer, and I'm going to pull out some photos from a trip in Hawaii. I'm going to click on my Hawaii tag. I had 26,000 photos.
Wow, you like to take photos.
Yeah, but there's only 256 for Hawaii, but that's still a lot to make one page. So I want to make a page with my husband and my grandson. So if I click on my husband's tag and my grandson's tag here, you'll see that I come up with about 73. And now I want the best of the best, so I have star tagged them. And now I come up with just this many, which is 6.
And I want to talk about tagging for a second while you're choosing the photos that you're going to put on, and just say that that is a great way when you first upload your photos to just mark them almost like a card catalog or something like that. You indicate who's in them, where they're from, and I can see that you're just going to bring those.
I'm just going to bring them in. I selected those, and I'm going to bring them into the editor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer this template. I'm going to double click on the template to switch to it and just kind of start from the bottom up. But I'm just going to click on the paper down here in the bin and drag it up, and that'll put it in there. Now if I want a different color, I can come up on the menu bar, Enhance, Adjust Color, Adjust Hue, Saturation, and just move the slider.
Whoa.
And then any other color will come up. So that's pretty cool.
That's really awesome. You can match it to your photo, coordinate it exactly the look that you like.
So I'm going to click on this #5, and I've dragged on this piece.
But it covered up what we did before.
It did, but then just like a die cut machine, layer, create clipping mask, and there it goes.
That's so cool.
I'm going to go to the next layer and then just drag this up. I've clicked on #4. Same type thing. I'm going to resize it a little bit, check my check mark, and then layer, create clipping mask, just all the way through.
And you can still adjust it even after you've clipped it, which I think is so important.
Okay. Now I'm going to click on #3 here, and I'll bring this in. And I'm going to use the shortcut this time, which is Control-G or Command-G on a Mac, and then
like
resize
any program, you get used to the shortcuts once you've used it for a while. And if anybody's confused, of course, all the instructions will be on our website.
On your website, right.
So let's quickly put those 2 last photos in there.
Just going to click and drag it up. I'll use the shortcut again, Control-G, and just resize the corner. And then I'm going to go up to the one that's #1. And this was a 5-star photo in my book.
It is a beautiful photo.
So I'm going to put it up there at top, and then Control-G, and it'll clip in there, and there we're good. Then if you're ready to print, we'll just come up to, we'll make sure the little blue box is around there, File, Print. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the printer, I'm going to choose the paper. I can come in here, and under the settings, what I want to be sure to do is check borderless. So I've got 12 by 12.
So it'll print all the way to the edges.
All the way to the edge, and it does a really great job.
And I know it is really important to match the paper you're printing on to your printer.
Yes, and this paper I'm using is double-sided.
How cool.
So then the book is really thin, not so thick. And then I just click print, and then we've got a printed page right here.
And here it is. We've printed it out, and I can't believe how beautiful it looks. And it's so, well, it doesn't look like a photo that I'm used to coming out of my printer. It's so matte. It looks just like it was professionally printed.
Right. Looks like a regular scrapbook page.
It does, and it goes all the way to the edges, which I think is really cool.
Right.
And I know, of course, that this is using pigment ink, which is really important for our long-lasting memories.
It'll last a very long time, and it is water repellent, so there's a lot of good points.
So you don't have to worry about little fingers all over too, especially because it's matte. You don't get those fingerprints. Look at me touching your page.
Yeah, touching all over.
And you have some other pages here.
I have a few other examples of templates. This is a very simple template, very easy to do.
And I love how you've made it hybrid, meaning mixing paper and digidigital with the glitter glue here.
Glitter glue
very cool.
Yeah. This page
I
takes about a minute.
One.
This one. And
look at how you've put the photo right over, or I guess inside the title, right?
Inside the title, right. So
that is so cool.
So that's just a 1-picture page. Now this one here has a whole lot of
different photos.
But my son wanted all those pictures of his friends at graduation. So
this would be wonderful as wall art. Just slip it in a frame or something like that.
Yes, definitely. Very good.
Patty, you make digital scrapbooking look so easy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie.
And we will be right back.